Joy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So what brings you in today? What is your main goal? Like, what would you like to accomplish in our time together?
Well, I've been having a hard time with my mom lately. Just tension in the relationship. It's just, I want to try to work on those issues.
Get along with her a little bit better. Have
Yeah.
a little more peace about that relationship.
Yep.
Okay. Well, so let's say I'm going to ask you quite lots of questions, and I'm going to make some mental notes.
Okay.
But so what if a miracle were to occur this evening, and when you wake up tomorrow, everything was just how you want it to be with your mom, and what would that look like? What would you be doing? What would she be doing that would look like that peaceful, that less tension kind of relationship versus what you seem to be experiencing right now?
Well, I think it would just be, the tension would just be out of that relationship. Just walk into a room, happy to see one another. How are things going? Genuinely concerned with what's going on. Help out with things. Want to go shopping. Just have a good,
Joyful interaction.
relationship. Just what you see, what you picture it to be. I've got friends that have good relationships with their parents or their mom, even particularly. So I think that would be one of the big things. Like just walking in, no tension in the relationship, just peaceful conversation, hanging out, no big deal.
So what is it that you think that you exactly would be doing differently, maybe? Let's say, so what is it that your mom's going to look like she's doing differently, and what you're going to be doing differently versus what we're doing right now? So right now, when you walk into the room, it's not that, I'm so happy to see you, how are you, how's the baby, or is it more about, listen to me, this is,
Yeah. I think one of the big things that bothers me is that my mom's not really on time a lot.
right,
And we give her a hard time.
disrespectful.
Yeah, and she's retired, and I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the retired time at that time, but as a family and me, we also have places we need to be and things we need to get done at a certain time, and that frustrates me. So there's this tension there. We try to playfully joke about it, but also at the same time be serious when I say it, and she really doesn't appreciate that a lot. So I think for me, I can stop making little digs into that, and then if my mom could make more of an effort to be on time, or
Right. Well, so what can we do? What can you do to get there? So maybe it's, you need to have not the playful digs, but we need to have a heart to heart. Mom, I just need to be able to say this to you, and you not hear it as I'm being mean, or
Right.
How do we not make her defensive?
right.
But that this is the reason, and that when she's late, it really sets you off, which is totally valid because Nash has a bedtime, right? And you've got to be somewhere for work.
Right.
So obviously the playful digs are not getting us anywhere. So maybe we need to try something different. And she might get her feelings hurt and be mad for a day or two, but
Right.
then
But at least I can get it out in the open. So I think that's probably something I could do, try to have really that heart to heart that you were talking about.
And maybe even ask her, what can I do?
Right.
So that way she gets to give you something and you've given her something. And at least that's one step towards a difference, right?
Right.
So we're not just keeping doing the same dance over and over that's getting us nowhere, right?
Right. That makes sense.
So the on-time thing and the tension, and then what about conversations? What would look different about those? Are they the words?
Yeah, just more kind, just to be more kind, and not maybe sarcastic, and just be kind and care about what is happening in her life too. That maybe there's a reason that I'm not aware of, something that happened in the house, or something came up at church. Maybe she had to go do that.
Do you guys get to spend quality time together, just the two of you?
Yeah, lately it's been a lot of come and go, and especially now with Nash at home. It's a lot of time is focused on him with everyone in the room. because he's the new little one.
Yes.
So that has changed, especially in the last year, but we're working on it. It's,
Yeah. Well, so that heart-to-heart can be the first
Right.
attempt at, this is just something that me and you are gonna do.
Right.
And maybe make it around something fun that you both enjoy, like shopping.
right,
You know, shopping and lunch, or lunch first and then shopping second, so then you end on a joyful,
right.
hopefully, note. And, yeah, maybe, who knows what she's thinking, what she might be craving from you too, you know?
Right.
So,
And maybe it's something I'm doing that she needs, so.
okay. Well, so on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being that the miracle has occurred and everything's perfect, like where are we right now? 0 being the worst.
I think I'm more of like a 7.5, 8.
Okay.
I mean, I can see it working out well. I mean, I think I can see this helping.
Yeah, so to get to that 10, at least a 9 maybe, take this first step
Right.
of really communicating, heart to heart about, you can do it.
Yes. Okay.
It's just, if, once you make that phone call maybe and have that appointment, that time set with her, then that's the first step, and then you just get there. Where do you like to go shopping?
Yeah, the mall, New York and Company.
Yeah.
Books. That's one that she